I just knew something was wrong. I have had mammograms in the past, but this time something was different. They called me back for a follow-up because they did find something, and they kind of zeroed in. This was at my local hospital, and they said it was suspicious, but they felt like maybe I needed to come back in about 6 months. I just had that nagging feeling that I don't need to wait 6 months. I need to get this taken care of. My good friend, who had experienced breast cancer twice and had gone to Siteman, came to me and said, you need to go to Siteman and you need to get this checked out by a specialist who deals with this every day.
When we reviewed her mammogram from her home hospital, we noted several little calcium spots within her breast that we were not satisfied were totally okay. So we were able to get our radiologist to look at her imaging while she was in my clinic space. And then when we decided we needed to do additional imaging, we actually were able to take her right down a back hallway to get the imaging done.
Right off the bat, I felt like I wasn't just a number and that they cared. Instead of my having to wait 2 or 3 days or even a week for a radiologist to review it, they reviewed it and then got back with Dr. Sear, and then she was able to review the results with me. And that was a relief. There was an answer at the end of the day.
They determined that she needed a biopsy, that these calcifications were suspicious enough that a 6-month follow-up was not adequate. Ultimately, her biopsy showed what's called DCIS, ductal carcinoma in situ, which is an early stage of breast cancer.
Nobody ever wants to hear the words you have cancer, but I had a lot of confidence from the very start when she told me that she deals with this all of the time. The fact that her title was breast surgeon, I knew they specialized in diseases of the breast and cancer. I didn't know that there was such a thing as a breast surgeon. I just had peace of mind in knowing that they knew what they were doing.
One of the benefits at Siteman is everyone who treats patients is really expert in their field. A radiologist at Siteman do only breast radiology. As a surgeon, I only do breast surgery. Everybody on the team, radiation oncologists, medical oncologists, pathologists who actually read the biopsy results, everyone is really very specialized. And so you have a dedicated breast team here.
I feel like a second opinion was absolutely the right thing to do. Catching something when it's at stage 0, as opposed to stage 1 or stage 2 or further, that makes all the difference in the world.
Luckily, her cancer was caught when it was very early, non-invasive. Now that it's surgically removed, it shouldn't threaten her life.
In the back of my mind, I think if I had waited 6 months, what might it have become? Would I have needed chemotherapy? Would I have needed radiation, even more aggressive treatment? I feel like in pursuing it that I did save my own life. The cloud of breast cancer hanging over my head, I feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief that that is pretty well gone.